Do you want to just sit here while I do video? This isn't very helpful. Hello, newsies! It's Monday, October 12th, and with the start of the new week means one last weekend that I have to be able to pull a costume together. I'm Sai, postponing the panic with the dulcet tones of newswords. I did make this glove, though. Gloved. Punch a glove. Oh, that's falling apart. Oh, that's falling apart. Oh. Maybe I don't have a glove quite yet. Far Cry Primal was announced last week with a 24-hour live-streamed cave painting event. So, I get live-streamed announcements. I do, but this sounds really close to the literal version of the watching paint dry metaphor. I did not see this thing with my own eyes, but close to 12,000 people did, so maybe the audio was more compelling. Other game announcements include the first episode of Tales from the Borderlands going free-to-play, extraterrestrial exploring, building, terraforming, funtime playland, Astronomir released their first trailer, and it looks like a wondrous, albeit death-courting type of fun. And the Star Wars Battlefront beta has been extended till tomorrow. If you can't get into the game itself, you can be sure it's being streamed on Twitch. The voice actor strike has been authorized by SAG-AFTRA. No strike has officially begun, rather the union has the authority to declare a strike if they deem it necessary. It mostly gives the guild some leverage and weight as they take to the negotiating table with publishers, but they do seem willing to invoke that right if the situation calls for it. Lastly, a farewell letter from the co-founder of the studio that created Return to Rapture was making its rounds this week. Posted on the company's blog, Jessica Curry, the studio co-head, director, and composer, discussed many of the issues with video game development, including the direct exchange of health and sanity for production, the iffy relationship in trying to make art under more economically focused publishers, and the systemic assumptions and biases against women in the field. It's a heart-rending read and is another piece shedding light on some of the struggles of video game development. The Legend of Zelda Symphony is going to be on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert tomorrow evening, adding to his already impressive collection of video game-related guests. And it looks like the Doctor has officially ditched his screwdriver for sunglasses in this incarnation. Some fans have protested this change, lamenting the loss on social media and creating a petition to rid the show of this aberration. Stephen Moffat addressed the change in a BBC video where he talked about the original joke of the tool, which was really just a screwdriver that made noise. He closed with saying,
I know some people get incredibly irate about it, and I'm sure the screwdriver will show up again someday. But just to show that we can, why not?
And we have trailers! Hunger Games released the Mockingjay trailer, Sherlock put out the official TV trailer for the Victorian-themed special, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies gave us our first look at the Jane Austen retelling, and Universal Pictures made a Jaw 19 trailer to celebrate this historic Back to the Future Day. This weekend was another holy conjunction of fan conventions playing host to Geek, GirlCon, NerdCon, and New York Comic Con. I assume the cosplay photos will be rolling in shortly. Microsoft had their Windows 10 devices event announcing the new Surface Pro, a MacBook competitor called the Surface Book, and additional details about the HoloLens. Pluto is proving to be a truly alien landscape with blue skies and red water ice, though scientists are still sorting out the reason for the latter. Disney has developed a technology that allows a coloring book character to be rendered in 3D on a tablet while you are working on it, and Reddit released a video AMA with Neil deGrasse Tyson where he answers questions and poses discussions revolving around the intersection of art and science. This is one of a series of video AMAs that Reddit is producing. And the coolest thing on the internet are robots. I mean, seriously, if robots are available, how could it be not robots? These were built to learn about the world similar to how it is suspected that human peoples do, by navigating the relationship between themselves and the world. So they start in front of a mirror, seeing how they move arms and things. Then they are placed in front of each other. One will make up a word for emotion that it wants to see, then the other robot attempts to puzzle it out. Through trial and error, the robots start developing their own vocabulary for movements, and it's ridiculously rad. It's like seeing evolution on fast forward. And that's everything that happened this week. Newsies with never-ending news needs can check the description for links to anything I covered today. I'm on Twitter and Tumblr at Cyceratops if you have need to see me in non-Monday-like spaces. Like and or subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next week with the latest newswords. Okay, but if you just lay down on the lap, nobody will see you. Nobody can even see if I'm wearing pants.